Hello there today, viewers. From the Stuart Peterson Advisory Team, here's your daily week in review, recap of the week of March 16th, 2012. Well, as we look back on the trading week here on Friday, as you can see, a lot of green on the screen really across the entire board. Saw the entire dairy complex reach higher this week with some very sharp gains. We really look back in contrast where we were to start last week. It's been a 180 turn once again. A lot of these markets look like they're throwing in the towel with reaching new lows, but since then really have had bullish reversals across the board and haven't looked back. So we'll go ahead and start with the cheese market as always. As you can see, both blocks and barrels finishing in tandem at 158.25. Blocks led the charge this week, up 9 cents. Barrels is not too far behind that, up 8 cents. And we did see that spread correct actually yesterday, with blocks playing catch up and reaching that same level that barrels are at. Looking at butter as well, did see some strong gains there, up 6.5 cents for the week. And then moving to our powders, April whey, very strong week there as well, up 6 cents, almost reaching that 58-cent mark there. So new contract highs for April whey. April non-fat dry milk, similar story there. Very strong gains and almost reaching that 128 mark. Well, the strong component gains in cheese, butter, and dry whey certainly carried over and had a very supportive influence on our Class 3 milk prices for the week. So we'll go ahead and check in and really see how much that influence measured up to be. Looking at March for the week, did finish above $15.50, so extended gains up 19 cents. Less than 2 weeks left of trading. Overall, good to see back over that 15.5 mark. April, looking at the second month contract as well, really in that most volatile spot for the moment, up 59 cents for the week. So did lead the pack, finishing at 15.82. Did trim some of the gains in today's trade. Actually topped out yesterday at 16.14. So we'll go ahead and keep an eye on that $16 mark next week. Also looking at the more deferred months as well. Strong gains there from anywhere to 29 to 36 cents in August. August almost reached $17 for the week. So go ahead and keep an eye on that contract as well next week. Flipping over the charts, we'll take a look at the weekly CME Black Barrel average price with a few key takeaways here. First, noting where we finished for the week. As you can see, just above that 158 mark at 158.25. First, noting how significant the gains were, up 8.5 cents. Overall, very strong. As you can see, it has been quite some time since we had gains that significant. Also noting that it is the third consecutive week that we've strung together higher prices for that CME Black Barrel average price. So that is supportive as well, as we really have carved out this level of support in the sub 150 level and used it as a springboard to move higher. But also noting some of the resistance above us in the 160 level. We look back in the past few weeks here where we had 3 consecutive weeks higher, really stalled out at that 160 level and sold off. So we'll keep an eye on that as we move forward. Checking back in the Class 3 milk market, we'll flip over the charts. Looking at the 2012 March through December Class 3 average price on a weekly chart. So each one of these candlesticks does represent a week's trade. So you can see this guy does represent this last week's trade. And we'll go ahead and look back at where we started in January and overall the significant sell-off that resulted there week after week lower. And you can see the first level of support that we did break through was the October lows where we were trading in actually October of 2011. So you can see the prices went through that, went even lower. And we look back further on the charts, the next level of support came in from the July lows as well. Came crashing through that, down 7 weeks in a row. But now over the past 3 weeks, you can see we strung together some support after bottoming out in this 1540 range and moved higher significantly since then, and topping out this week at 1618. So overall, it's been very bullish reversal here, just seeing 3 weeks in a row higher and back in the $16 for the March through December Class 3 average price. This week, USDA released the latest Oceania market update report, which gives us a snapshot over the last 2 weeks where Oceania cheddar prices have been trading. So we'll go ahead and dive in right to the charts. And we did see unchanged price action over the last 2 weeks. Once again, finishing at 179, so just under 180. You can see the flat line there after trending a little bit lower over the past few weeks. We did find some support there in the Oceania market. And we do know they are coming off their peak production period. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that. But looking at where our prices are, we have been creeping higher. You can see where we finished here this week, that Black Barrel average on the CME at 58.25 cents. So you can see that spread is narrowing. We haven't been this narrow since going back really to late December, that time period there. So we'll keep an eye on that as we continue to compete in that export market. So looking into next week, a few things on our radar. The first one being overall market condition or market sentiment has moved from oversold to overbought really within a matter of a few days, just with a sharp rally we've seen here, up almost $2 in a matter of less than 9 trading days. That does bring us a little concern that we could see a pullback if cheese and dry whey don't continue to go higher. Also looking at reports for next week, overall it is a pretty big week when we look at reports. The first one out is the February milk production report, out Monday, March 19th. Also, cold storage for the month of February out Thursday, March 22nd. As always, from the Stuart Peterson Advisory Team, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.